This is off script here. Now today we're going to be teaching you how to box like Deji. We saw his recent sparring, so we're going to teach you the ways, and maybe you can start throwing hands like Deji.
Right, so first things first, how to box like Deji, you've got to get into the right stance. So in boxing, you've got two stances. You've got, if you are a right-handed fighter, you want your left hand forward. Now we all know Deji boxes a southpaw, so he has his right foot forward and his right arm forward, and that's his stance. Now Deji, his boxing's getting better. He tends to have his hand down. Now a lot of this is his confidence, his ability to relax in the ring. So he has his hand down, but his main problem he has is his weight on his front foot a lot. All he needs to do is bring his feet back a bit and then he'll be able to see more. As he has his hands down, he kind of paws with his front hand, can distract you with this, and then he uses his backhand for his more powerful shots. So when he wants to hurt you a bit to the body, through the uppercuts, through the straight shots, he will do that. Another shot he tends to do, which is normally a normal southpaw shot to do, is he'll move his foot to the outside, and as he moves his head, his arm will just follow down the line. It's a very simple textbook Manny Pacquiao shot. As you get into the stance here, you slip over and then the arm just goes right down the middle of an orthodox fighter. I'll get Biel in and I'll kind of show some more things going hell now. Right, so as you can see now, we've got Biel here. So Biel, if you get into an orthodox stance for me. So orthodox? Yeah, I'll be Deji, you be Deji's opponent.
Deji's opponent.
Okay, so as you can see here, if you can see with the feet, normal tricks here now when you're fighting orthodox or southpaw is we're trying to battle and get into the outside. So as I'm fighting Biel, he's trying to get to the outside. As he gets his foot to the outside, his hand is now straight. But if I get my foot to the outside, my arm is now straight down the target, okay? And that's what we're trying to do, trying to get this backhand down the middle. So as you can see here, what Deji's trying to do, as he's trying to distract you with here, he's trying to move and then shoot that down the shot. He's trying to move and shoot that down the middle to keep going down the target, right down the middle to get his opponent. He's also got a lead uppercut which he throws quite well, which he kind of distracts you with body shots first. But again, if he can't get this shot, what he can do is get this shot, which goes right through the gap. So if Biel has a normal stance here, if I'm distracting you here and a step and this is not there and I'm close and you've not moved, straight up the middle, it'll go right underneath there and it normally pops up that head. It's a key southpaw shot. You've got the backhand down the middle, uppercut through the top. And then you can start to combine it with a combination, which you can see him doing in some of the videos. Other than that, he's got a few tendencies now. He has his chin in the air and he keeps going back like that instead of going back with his feet. So he needs to improve some things, but these are things that will happen over time with his trainer. It'll get better and better each fight. Right, so now we've got some gloves on. We're going to show you some of the moves that Deji does. So he's got a move that we like to call in the pro game, it's called like a shield. And it's basically to shield yourself and stop your opponent and then strike when the opening opens itself up. So as you can see in the back here, back into my southpaw position. Normally you'll do this move when they get backed up on the ropes. And what he tends to do, he puts his forearm across the body, which stops them from striking and allows them to feel comfortable being close and then strike through the gap. So you'll kind of go from there. Now what you should be doing is as he's locking on, he should be punching and locking on. Punching, locking on. Whereas at the moment he's kind of locking on and just getting through little small shots in. As I'll bring Biel here now, showing the same thing in the fight. So as Biel gets a nice hard guard, and imagine me here and I've got him here, and then I'll come in, I've locked him in there. Now Biel try and throw a punch. He can't really throw a punch because I've locked him in. He's locked in here and I can see the gaps through the middle here. From here I can switch the lock on to the other side, start coming around the side into his rib and then through the gap in the middle here. So you can lock on with both front hand and backhand and that stops him from coming forward. It blinds him and he can't see what's coming around the corners, around the sides or through the middle. Right guys, so we're going to bring in Mr. Biel here, Mr. Off Script. And as you can see, Biel can actually fight from both sides, so he's perfect for this. So Biel, just go southpaw for me. So as I was telling you before about Deji's signature punch, that straight hand down the middle, he's got to get his head off the center line using his feet and his head at the same time. So what he will do here, Deji, he'll start to sway a little bit, going from left to right, kind of creating this pendulum motion. And he's waiting for his opponent in the southpaw, in orthodox position to throw that jab. As he throws the jab, he's going to shoot that backhand right down the middle there. So we can see Biel here moving. He's waiting for me to read. As I throw it, boom, he shoots there. And again, boom. Now we can also, what Deji does, is step with that lead foot to a little bit, just to create a bit of an angle. So as he sees it here, he's waiting, he sees the shot there, he can fire through the gap. Good. Good, and that allows him as well to keep his head off the center line, throw the strike, and then there's no punches or there's no danger. Whereas if he was here, don't move your head this time, just throw the straight punch. He's gonna get hit just as I hit him. So now, slip now, and that's how he gets himself safe and out of the danger zone. Right guys, let's talk about Deji's movement. So, Deji's movement at a lower level is very well. It allows him to get in and out just due to his weight and where his weight is positioned. So his weight is positioned predominantly on his front foot, on his lead leg. I'm going to get Biel to come in as an orthodox fighter, and I'm going to get him to throw left hooks and show you how it works. So by being here now, as Deji's here, he can then, as he goes with his lead hand, anytime Biel throws a hook like now, he can just pull out. Okay? And again, he can pull out. It's easy to pull out. He can use his feet to step out a little bit. Predominantly, he's just going to use his head to pull out of that gap when he throws a strike. It allows him to, when he throws a jab, again, to go over the center line. We've also established when he does come over here, he likes to throw the shot down the middle. So by having his weight at that on the front side, it helps him get in and out. Now the problem with that is, as a higher level, when he does pull the left hook back, all the other fighter really has to do is come forward with a straight shot because his chin's in the air, okay? And with Deji as well, he's not learnt how to kind of come out safely or dip, whereas I would then come out here for the right hand, sit underneath here, strike, or strike over the top, whereas Deji just coming out with his chin in the air. So that can be a problem for people later down the line to try and find out, because he's getting security now, thinking that his hands are good here, when realistically a good fighter will just fall back to here, or they'll shoot right here and that'll be game over.
That's been off script. We've taught you how to box like Deji. Now, shout out yourself, Marvin. Shout out your own Instagram.
You want to follow me, it's the Mamba on Instagram, and that's my main social platform. If you want to go on TikTok, it's the Mamba Tick. And that's where you find all my training videos as well as all my own videos for my own boxing career.
Now it's that time, people. Make sure you're liking, you're subscribing, you're following every single platform. That's every single one. The notification bell on. We're trying to hit that 1,000. Kingpin's coming up.
We need 1K, guys. We are almost there. Just
let's get there.
Go down, go up, do what you got to do. Press that button, like, comment, subscribe.
We'll see you in the next video.